but it's actually a little easier than you think because So this video is about ending federal expansion and how there is something that we can do about it, which I will discuss later. Now, this video can apply to many things, but I'm going to focus on one thing specifically: ending the federal prohibition of marijuana. And immediately upon me saying that, it elicits a feeling from people because this plant is a touchy fucking subject. Now, you have some people that say this:
yeah, bro, marijuana for life. Let's get fucking twisted.
No, stop it. This video is not condoning the usage of marijuana. It has very little to do with the drug itself and more to do with federal control and our freedom of choice. Because me personally, I don't like marijuana. When I smoke it, a few different things happen, all bad. One is I zone out. I just completely go into this own little world in my mind and I don't like it. Now some people says, hey, it helps me with creative thought. Not me, it just shuts me down. Or it does something else. See, I start saying retarded things, such as, here's a conversation. Okay, if you're at the North Pole and you start digging straight down to the South Pole, feet first, right? When you get to the South Pole, well, you're on top again because people are facing up, right? So it's always up. But then would you come out head first or feet first? What? Do you see that? Those are things I normally wouldn't talk about because they're stupid. Now, here's another thing. I get paranoid. Not paranoid like, hey, I think they're all gonna come get me, so I better kill them. No, but paranoid like any worry or concern in my mind, it starts to get amplified and I start to think that bad things are gonna happen in regards to all of my worries and concerns. But that's it. It's a personal preference. It affects everybody differently. I've met some people who drink alcohol who start crying. Just start crying. And I've been sitting there with them out in public like, shh, don't, no. Shh, there are people looking at us. Just stop it. Okay, so it affects everybody differently, and me, it doesn't affect very well. So my personal preference is I don't like marijuana, but I'm intelligent enough to know that my personal preferences don't suit everybody as a whole, and my personal preferences shouldn't restrict the freedoms of other people. Now you have other people who say this:
you're just a pothead. Only potheads want pot legal. You're just gonna sit around and waste your life away and never do anything important, and you're just gonna live in your parents' basement for the rest of your life. Oh, God.
Now here's the crazy part. Majority of the people that I've heard say that drink alcohol. You fucking hypocrites. How is it okay for you to do something, but not okay for someone else to do something? It doesn't make any sense. So if alcohol were illegal again, that'd be like me saying, yeah, no, you just want alcohol legal so you can become an alcoholic and get behind the wheel of the car and kill somebody, and then afterwards you're gonna beat your wife. Yeah, that logic doesn't make sense. Now, even if you don't smoke marijuana or drink alcohol, you should still respect the idea that it's everybody's choice to put into their body what they want. Now, I don't engage in homosexual sex either, but I don't think gay marriage should be illegal, and I don't think we should round up all the gays because I'm not gay. It doesn't make any sense, those views that people are portraying. It's not hurting anybody. Get off your high fucking horses. And then still, there are other people that say this:
I'm so sick of talking about marijuana laws. Can't we just focus on something else? It's not even that important. Please.
Now what I'm saying is it's very important to all of us. I want you to take a second to think about this in its entirety. When we first got on this earth, regardless if you believe in creationism or evolution, when we were first cognizant of all that was around us, there were things around and we were allowed to put them into our body because it was our choice. Then the federal government came around and they said, hey, no, it's not your choice, it's our choice. And if you do it, not only is it not your choice, but you will be put in jail or prison, or you'll have to pay us a fine. Can you think about that? You have to pay them a fine in order to put something into your body. They're trying to play God. No, actually, they're trying to play greater than God, because at least God gave you the fucking choice.
We need to think about our children, though, because if it's legal, they'll do it.
Well, paint's legal, and if you huff enough paint, you'll get high. Are schools filled with paint huffers? What about alcohol and cigarettes? Those are legal. Is everyone in school a smoker or an alcoholic? Actually, the rate of cigarette smoking in youth has gone down. It's about teaching. Everyone says you have to have respect for the law. But how the fuck can you expect me or anyone or teenagers to have respect for an authority that doesn't even give them enough credit to make a choice on their own?
But if we make it legal, corporations will start putting horrible things in it like they do with cigarettes to get people hooked. It'll be horrible if it becomes legal.
So we live in fear of the corporations? We let the corporations run our lives? No, if that was the case, everything would be illegal. But that is about corporatization, which we will come together at another point in time. Right now, this is about ending federal control. We live in a country where 75% of the population is against an ongoing war in Afghanistan. But the government doesn't give a shit. They use our apathy against us. And right now, there are so many things that are important. Wars, taxes, privacy laws, Wall Street. The list goes on. But if we can't even make a plant legal for people to be able to decide if they want to use it or not, how in the fuck are we going to do anything else? As a people, we must be able to decide what's best for us, and we must end government control, because where would it end?
Junk food has been deemed bad for you, and if you're caught with any junk food or any of its derivatives, you will be arrested. Stressful thoughts that lead to high blood pressure are now illegal. There has been an increase in violent crimes happening after dark. A new federal curfew is in place for your safety. Overweight people shall be imprisoned for a mandatory sentence of 1 to 5 years to discourage unhealthy eating habits.
They can't just keep making laws and imprisoning people. It doesn't work like that. That's why the federal prohibition of alcohol didn't work. And I know a lot of people are like, I love the government. Any law they make is a good law. They would never do anything bad to us. Really? Are you sure about that? What about all the federal violations of our privacy? What about censorship? What about never-ending ongoing wars? I say it has gotten that bad, if not worse. And it's up to us to fix it. We pay billions and billions upon billions of dollars a year through our taxes in order for them to maintain these drug laws, in order for them to imprison people over them. Not to mention the never-ending wars that go on. And if we do make it federally legal here, it will affect many other countries' laws regarding marijuana because of international treaties on it. But okay, let's first get up to date on how marijuana became illegal and why. Some immigrants decided, well, other immigrants just aren't white enough.